Certain times to throw one's given introduction out and utilize what the general evaluator feels is appropriate for the occasion. Because what Jerry wrote in his introduction this morning, I really think, I'm not going to quite let him off the hook for this. This is Jerry's introduction. He wrote it one last minute before he left the house, and this is it.
Oh.
Let me tell you a little about Jeremy. Jeremy is an avid reader, loves animals, in a good way. He's been known to borrow a book or two from friends in the club, and hasn't returned it yet.
It's a good book, though.
It's a good book. Hope to see it again someday. And he's known for his great sense of humor, welcoming heart, and he's our current president. Please welcome Jeremy Delton.
Thank you, Mr. General Evaluator. I wish I'd recorded your introduction. Maybe I can look at it later and just kind of write that down. Tim thinks all of this about me. Now welcome me. Anyway, Paul. These Better Speaker Series speeches that everyone has to do, I feel like they can flummox the speaker because they're so specific and the material is often very dry. So how do you take these and make them interesting? I've now seen you give, I believe, 2 of them, and both times you've done an excellent job. Both that time and today. I was really impressed because I've gotten used to it kind of being, okay, we have to sit through another one of these, but you made it entertaining again. The opening, you brought us through the emotional process of how do we feel. You're taking the terror out of it by first introducing what that terror felt like, and then giving it a metaphor to something positive. Even if you're now feeling that terror, right? Remember, it's also the kind of feelings you feel right before that first kiss with that cute little girl. It was such a good way to make us already de-terrorize the terror. He had great vocal variety, as usual. His pauses, practice in your mind, becomes reality. Waited for us to find out what he was going to say the practice did. And when he said it, it hit home. Why the practicing in your mind makes sense. Adrenaline makes the blood flow. That's what adrenaline does. Those pauses really give us a chance to take a breath and wait for it. You had research. The more you do, the more comfortable you get. If you picture yourself succeeding, you'll have more success. If anything, I would have just liked to hear what that research was. But you cited research, and that was one of your objectives today. You did cite specific research when you talked about Tiger Woods. That was some very specific research that gave us a very good, concrete example of how other people use these ideas to improve themselves. Your gestures, as usual, fantastic. And today, I didn't notice at all you doing the lectern thing. You were standing back here, you were very natural, the hands were moving, you were clapping, you were forceful, you were visualizing. If anything, the only thing I saw was a couple times going here, and if you'd have just stayed here, you would have looked 100% natural instead of the 98% natural you looked back here. That was the only times that you didn't seem like you were 100% comfortable. You were using great pacing as you slowed us down, and you used some volume too to talk about your squeezing your buns. Right? But he brought the volume down, and he gave us a little bit of slower pacing there to make us wait for that little punchline. And in the closing, he brought everything back together, right? He talked about the 3 things we needed to do, and he also talked about the kisses, which was a little bit of humor. Great job today, Paul. I enjoyed it.